So wherever you are, just sitting comfortably without any special posture, without any preparation, simply noticing that you're already here, letting the weight of the body be received by the ground beneath you, by the chair beneath you. And feeling how there's nothing that you need to hold up. And if your eyes are not already closed, you may want to do so. And allowing the breath to move in its own rhythm without interference. There's no need to deepen the breath or to control the breath. Simply notice the quiet movement of breathing as life breathes itself. And now allow attention to open so that it's not narrowly focused, but wide and inclusive. Notice the field of experience as it is. Sounds arising and dissolving. Sensations in the body shifting and pulsing. The thoughts appearing and disappearing on their own. Everything is already happening effortlessly. You are not in charge of this moment. It is simply unfolding. And so let everything be exactly as it is. Nothing is excluded. And within this openness, you may begin to notice places where there is some contraction, perhaps a tightening in the chest, or a holding in the belly, or a subtle tension in the shoulders, or in the throat. And there's no need to label it or try and understand it. Simply allow attention to rest here gently, not trying to fix it, but allowing attention to be a quiet, open presence, meeting what is here. So let the contraction, the tension, the holding be as it is, without any interference. Even if there is a slight movement towards trying to change it or fix it, even this movement is allowed without interference. Nothing needs to be different. All that is being invited here is a gentle, open presence with what is. And now notice what happens when there is nothing to do, nothing is being done, when the contraction is not resisted or held on to. What is it? Is it something solid? Or is it a movement, a sensation, a pattern appearing in awareness? And as it is simply held in this open space, notice how the contraction, the pattern, may be here, but awareness itself is not contracted. The openness within which this pattern, this experience takes place, is untouched. Everything is allowed. Every pattern, every movement is allowed without preference and without effort. Notice how there may be a softening, not because you are doing something, not because you are doing the softening, but simply because the tension of holding is no longer being reinforced. Something begins to fall away quietly, the loosening of the grip, the gentle dissolving of the need to control. And such a simple openness, a silent presence that is already here. And simply rest here without trying to make anything happen. And as you rest here, there may be a subtle tendency to want to stay here, to grasp this openness or this presence, and simply notice that tendency. Notice that contraction, and allow this too, whilst noticing that it takes place within openness, within that which cannot contract, that which is always open. And notice if there is a thought, a mental narrative that says, I've arrived, I've reached a special state or a refined state of consciousness. Or notice how that is also a pattern, a movement in the field of awareness, and how that creates a subtle grasping and without pushing it away, letting it be, letting it move, letting this pattern appear and dissolve, and simply resting in the openness within which it appears. Nothing to do. And as you gently open your eyes, notice how this openness has not gone anywhere. This openness remains as the ground of experience.